This is one of my perspective videos of this right here. Yeah, it's been a couple days since the last time I did something. I don't really. I get tired of racism, like bad. Like, oh my god, man! I live in a city. It's really fucking racist, man. I mean, even when people are trying not to be racist, they're fucking racist. And it's crazy because it's like, man, I wish, I mean, I don't get, on a daily, I have to deal with that shit. Some people gotta deal with it on a weekly, maybe even a monthly. But man, I gotta do this shit on a daily, man. And sometimes I think, like, maybe I'm taking it, like, maybe I'm taking it too much. Oh, but all right. Okay. All right. The last time. Okay, I'll tell you this. Okay. And like I said, I don't know if like. To me, it feels like racism. Okay. I go to my clinic. Um, it really made me feel bad about what happened. And I didn't tell you I didn't put it up on there. I didn't think it needed to be up there. Anyways, the other day, my friend's kid ends up fucking saying something. They're white. Says something really racial against their native. I don't know what she wanted, why she wanted to tell me. It kind of got me really mad, and it kind of got like, I thought, well, if there's any racism like that's embedded in a child, it's the parents' fault, because the fact is, you know, we don't really watch ourselves around our kids, and I mean that goes for any parent. I mean we don't do fucking perverted, fucked up shit to them. I'm praying that you don't. Anyways, but yeah, racism is one of those factors of stuff, and she tells me that here it's here I don't know, her child goes up to this kid and says, "What are you, Mexican, Chinese, Asian?" Like, fucking goes like this. Are you this? Are you this? Are you this? It's pretty racist if you think about it. And I mean, it kind of got me mad. It got me mad, but then but I made a big old spiel about it later on, and I recorded it, and then I listened to it, and then I kind of thought like, and in my mind, I kind of was wondering like, why the hell did she ask me? Because fact is, life, if you judge a person on their color of their skin, you're a piece of shit. That's straight up, cross the board. I don't give a fuck how fucking of a saint you are. You look at me, you see a savage. You look at a black person, you see a nigger. You look at a white person, you see a redneck. Whatever conclusion you come up and stereotypical type of thought that you have about a certain minority group, the color of their skin should never be a factor. But in a perfect society, it would be that way. Anyways, oh yeah, back to the saying, you're a piece of shit if you think like that. Anyways, kind of think about that later, and I'm kind of like, and I kind of wonder like, I wonder why they asked me, what was the purpose of asking me? And I guess, we've known each other for a long time, about 6 months now. I mean, we're dogs. I'm at a clinic, so obviously we see each other a lot. Anyways, what gets me is, her child does that. And first thought that goes in my head is like, well, obviously you guys say some really racist shit around him, whatever they identify as. Anyways, but later on I think about it, I think, well, obviously you're not enforcing tolerance to any, on either side, because, I mean, I don't fucking care how you raise your kids, like I said, you're a piece of shit. You're gonna grow up, you're gonna have piece of shit kids. Sorry. No, I'm not fucking sorry about that. No, you will. You're a piece of shit. You raise kids, you're gonna have a piece of shit kids, alright? With no morals, no. Alright, whatever. I'm not trying to flip out. Like I said, this is all unscripted, so what I usually say is usually up here, and it's usually wrong. But sometimes it's right. Anyway. But this is my perspective of shit. That's my day, you know? That was my day. Maybe I should like make me feel bad. Maybe, you know, cause man, it kind of, dealing with racism on a daily is hard. You know, man. You can just have so much blockage to it. Even when like, what I don't get is like, okay, I live in this town, right, and you think sooner or later they'd kind of like ease up on that shit, but it seems like the less you see it for what it is, the more they will fucking give it to you. And I know you white people, I've been around you for a long time. You all get clannish, man. You get worse than fucking minorities when it comes to that one. And I try not to alienate y'all. But this is just my perspective, okay? Like I said, you can do a whole fucking dissection of what I gotta say. Because I am indigenous to this country. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you my perspective of shit in this country. So, and I'm trying to tell you the facts of, other facts too, other shit, like, random stuff that just goes on in my head. So, but yeah. And no, for real, man, it really fucking bothers me that people are racist the way they are. Especially where I live. Especially where I come from. Not where I come from. Yeah, but where I come from. I was born and raised in Montana. And, man, I guess that's what happens when you get a population of 92% Caucasian. And, it's awful. It could be fucking awful, And on top of it, the thing is I have a daughter, and I try to make her, try to be as non-violent as possible. Because, we can get sued, all kinds of other stuff. This type of stuff doesn't happen on us because we're shitty to each other, but that's it. When it comes to the color of our skin and our tone, that doesn't matter. We got light skinned natives that I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing on that, but this is my perspective of the world right now to me, and I'm praying that it changes. But this is my perspective, so everything I say is probably gonna be objectified too. But it's my perspective as a Native American. It coincides with some other Native Americans' experiences, but this is just my perspective, and I want the country as a whole to notice how different our perspective is compared to other minorities, because you got all these other people yelling and screaming about racism. They never tell you about ours. They never say anything about racism towards Native Americans, ever. You know why? Because most of the time they think we're all dead. And like I said, squaw is a bad word. I'm just rambling now. But yeah, that's why I haven't said nothing for a couple days. But yeah, I have to deal with racial situations on a regular. And, that's probably bad. And when it gets to me sometimes, it really gets to me. And it sucks. But, hey, this is YouTube. Fuck it. Everybody needs someone there, some place to filter shit, And this is what I'm doing. It's nice it's good. I do this because it's letting people know that, Native Americans do exist. There's a type of people like me out there still that hasn't been killed off by disease and genocide, And we're still around. Alright, I'm gonna go, going off some more random shit. There's a couple videos that kind of go offshoot other things, but this is kind of like just what's going on with me at this point right now. I haven't put nothing on bang, because you know what, like I said, some racial shit has happened to me in the last couple days, so I'm kind of like, it gets to me. So, but yeah. Peace.